Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of The Commute.
Where I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger. Alright, so today we got a woman goes to court trying to divorce her husband. He's nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. But he has a Facebook account. And they allowed her to serve him divorce papers by instant messaging him on Facebook. And she has to do it once a week for... Just fucking do it, dude. She did it again in front of that WB Mason truck.
Yeah, I got some papers for you. Fucking asshole.
So just do it once a week for 3 weeks or until he responds to it. And that counts as being served for divorce papers.
Okay.
So, I don't know how I feel about that. Like... That's really how you're going to do things now? Like, hey, you don't have to really find him. Just put it on his Facebook account.
Yeah, because, I mean, I wish I knew what the law was for, like, serving papers like that. Because I thought it was, like, either you or an agent hired by you could deliver those.
And you couldn't even leave it in the mailbox. You have to actually say here.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what all those shows do with all that shit. Where they're like...
TV, but
oh, by the way, you're served.
I can even see if maybe they send it to him in Facebook, and as long as they can prove he was on Facebook within that time.
Yeah, like last on however many hours ago.
Something like that, but then they could say, well, it wasn't really him, it was someone else using his account.
Yeah, it was somebody else on his computer or whatever.
Then I'm also thinking, is that just like old man syndrome? Like, you must get it on paper and give it to them. You know, in this day and age, why can't you email something like that?
Well, yeah, I mean...
If you can't be found anyway, they're eventually going to just sign divorce papers for you and say, okay, you know, this marriage is null and void. Right? Don't they do that?
I don't know.
I think if you try to track someone down for long enough, they just go, okay, well, for all we know, he's dead, so you're no longer considered married.
I don't know. I didn't think they could do that.
I know with like if you want to take the parental rights away from somebody, like people that are divorced are like, I want to take the rights away from my husband for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. They have to be able to like not contact this person and like not show up for so many trials and like for like so many years. And they go, okay, well, yeah, he's either dead or doesn't want to be, whatever. But we tried enough, and their rights are withdrawn. I don't know. Maybe electronically is okay, but fucking Facebook, like that's...
Yeah, that seems absurd. I mean, I don't know. I could see...
Not even email, because some people have 8 million email accounts and they never check them. Like I have a Yahoo email account, mm-hmm. and I don't ever check it. I think I created it and that was it. Like just to see what it was about or something.
I've got like I think I have one too that's like, it's the same thing, it's just sitting there.
So if they use that one...
Yeah, it's like, if it's not my work one, or if it's not like my...
Yeah, my work or my main one.
Yeah, I don't even look at it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it would depend whatever the law is, and if the law is a particular way, then maybe it needs to be changed to suit modern ways of contact. I mean... Well, it's the same problem with, like, fax machines. You know, what the fuck is the point of a fax machine in this day and age?
Yeah, and believe it or not, we still get people in my job, and they're like, I'll say, oh, okay, well, can you email that to me? I can fax it to you. I'm like, well, really, you can't email it?
Yeah.
You know, and your fax machine has to be old as fuck, because if it's within the last 10 years, every fax machine can email.
Right.
You know, so... but we still get a few people every now and then. A couple a year, not many, but I can only fax it.
There was another thing too, wasn't we were talking about? It was some government thing that they would only take faxes, and that was it. Was it for like housing or something?
What was that?
It was something to do when you were trying to sell a house.
Yes, it was the
like the one.
The lawyer involved.
Right, would only take faxes or something.
Yeah, it had to be faxed. But they said, but it wasn't them. Yeah, they said it was some kind of law.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't be emailed. It had to be faxed. Like, you can't screw with a fax.
See, I think we've progressed to the point where, like, we've got all these, like, crazy archaic laws from, like, the fucking 80s now.
Right. Yeah.
where they seem like horse in a bathtub kind of fucking laws.
And it's probably, the law doesn't say you can't email. It probably says can only be received by fax.
Right.
Because email wasn't a thing then.
Sure.
So they just have to update, amend the law.
Yeah, you can't give your horse a bath on Sundays in a bathtub. All Main Street.
Like, blowjobs are illegal. Like, even in your own home in Iowa or some bullshit. Which shouldn't be a fucking law anyway. I don't know what the fuck that was even a law for.
You gotta regulate that shit.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run for office wherever that is a law, and that's gonna be my campaign. Like, blowjobs for everyone. You, sir, would you like to get some head on your couch? You've got it.
There's all kinds of, nice like bumper stickers and stuff you can.
Yes.
It's all industry waiting to be created.
And like anytime I go on stage, like to go, give a speech, there's just some dude getting blown in the corner or like in a chair, You too could be this gentleman. But no, you want to vote for the other guy. Mr. Silver, wouldn't you like to get, this 90-year-old man, wouldn't you like to get one blowjob in your bedroom before you die? I would. Then vote for me. I'll get you a blowjob.
Iowa.
By golly, I'll do it myself if I have to. It's been so long since you had one, you're not gonna give a shit.
Well, no, that's how you would open up every speech. Is like you'd have like your back to the audience, like a girl would just walk away, nothing going on. And you'd stand up and walk to the podium.
Okay, we got this couple, Joel Berger and Ashley King. So they started, it was in the newspaper, and they started joking around. It's the Burger King wedding. They always do like their last names. Mm-hmm. So it became a thing, and it got on the news and whatever. And then it was cool. Burger King contacted them and wanted to Skype with them just to talk about it. Like, oh yeah, look, we're Burger King, and you guys are Burger King, and blah blah blah. But then Burger King says to them that they're going to fund their entire wedding because of that. I thought that was fucking awesome.
That's awesome if they fund it and they don't cater it.
Yeah, they're not. They didn't say that. They did say that there's not going to be any Whoppers or anything like that. They said they're doing it, legit. The only Burger King-ish thing they're doing is they're handing out gift bags to everybody, and there's going to be
coupons or something.
Like fancy Burger King crowns in there. Oh. So I'm sure they're, so everyone can wear a crown because they got to get their advertising. I mean, companies will usually sponsor weddings anyway if you ask them to, and things like that. But they said they didn't say how much they're paying for it, but they said they're going all out for them. So let's see what they say. Customized Burger King crowns and personalized yo-yos, a reference to the yo-yo slinging motivational speaker who gave the couple their Burger King nickname in the 5th grade. But nowhere could I find in the story where it mentions this guy in the 5th grade.
I don't know.
And I got pictures of him here. And if I could speak to Ashley for 1 second, you can do better. This guy, I don't know. You got a choice to make now: free wedding or upgrade.
But the name change, that would ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I can call it the Burger King wedding. And, and then it really is the Burger King. Well, and you figure Burger King gets away real cheap for global advertising.
Sure. That's why they do it. That's why all these places do it.
You dump probably, 30, 40 grand down these people for some extravagant wedding.
Yeah.
And then,
because everywhere
no
I
matter
went
what,
today
you're
was
the good
talking
guy.
about it. It was
Sure.
on the radio. It was in, online.
Yeah.
It's a free commercial. People talking about, I haven't gone to Burger King in ages. Let's go to Burger King.
Yeah, so for 20, 30 grand, whatever they're putting down on that, they're getting just billions of dollars in advertising. They saved their entire ad budget for probably the next year.
Who did we contact? We contacted, when we were getting married, people to see if they would sponsor our wedding. We contacted Pepsi.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But they said that, what was it? They had already, I guess they put so much aside for that every year. And they said they had already reached their goal, their limit. So they couldn't sponsor any other weddings until the next year.
How did you hear about that kind of shit?
Because I saw something in a magazine where,
I've never even heard of that until this Burger King thing.
yeah, the National Enquirer, some couple, maybe it was on the news, but anyway, it was right around when we were getting engaged, or we just got engaged, and this couple had the National Enquirer sponsor their wedding. The National Enquirer gave them $10,000 towards their wedding, and all they had to do was put National Enquirer placards on every table, and a banner behind, the wedding table. That was it. $10,000. I don't know how big the wedding was, how many people they felt they were reaching for $10,000. But then again, maybe it was so the story would get out there in the news.
Sure.
Bam. So I said, I wonder if is that a thing? So we contacted National Enquirer just because I knew they did it. I was like, well, let's start asking other companies. I contacted so Pepsi, they said no. I contacted, they were like, well, let's do it for something we really like to have at the wedding. Because Pepsi sponsors it, and then they give you a ton load of Pepsi products for the wedding. At the time, we were both into the one of these cider companies. I forget which one it was.
Oh, okay, like Woodchuck.
It was Woodchuck.
Yeah.
And they said they don't do it. They're like, we don't do that shit. So we either we don't do that shit, or we reached our budget, and we got some other answer from some other company, normally we would, but we're not big on the East Coast, so it wouldn't benefit us, whatever. So we didn't get any fucking funding, but we tried.
Yeah, it's weird. I'd never even heard of that.
Well, you got 2 daughters, so start looking into it.
Go fund me.
Go fund your own wedding. That's telling my kid. So then, I guess good news for the Turks. The Turkish religious body said that it's okay to use toilet paper. If you want to use toilet paper, it is okay. So it was a religious authority. They said they prefer you to use water when you're cleaning your ass. But if there is no water around, you can use anything else, including toilet paper. However, they still prefer to use something else than toilet paper because paper is used to write on. You shouldn't be wiping your ass with that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No.
So I guess strictly bidets and
bidet it up, unless somehow your water gets shut off, and we'll let you wipe. But
I did not know that.
Here's the thing. One, I don't care who you are. Don't tell me how to wipe my ass or clean my ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, for one, yeah, but...
Here's the thing. I'm doing it both ways. If I had a bidet, I want a bidet and then wipe.
A little splash.
And then maybe splash again and dry.
Right.
So I'm going splash, wipe, splash, dry.
Then you know you're covered.
Fucking good, man. You'll never get swamp ass again. But the other thing is they're saying paper's used to write on. How hard is their fucking toilet paper over there?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
It's like that brown shit that you use to dry your hands, in restrooms.
And there's that, paper towels from, school.
They'll scratch you, you know what I mean? They're rough. I get it. I don't want to wipe my hands with that.
Yeah, but, calling toilet paper that, reused, paper is, really giving it a lot of credit.
Yeah, because you couldn't write on our toilet paper. It would rip.
No, it's not... Yeah. I mean, you're not wiping your ass with, papyrus. It's...
Even like soft, like really soft, thick toilet paper in America, like, I don't like using that. Because like I like to get a nice fistful of toilet paper and really get in there and know that
you're done
getting everything, and that thick shit'll clog a toilet.
Yeah, if you go a whole like handful
if you go, otherwise you gotta like four square it, you know, and arrange it just so. But sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes it's a fucking mess. It's a wreck. You know, it's like cleaning off a newly used surfboard or something. I don't know. There's a lot of wetness and a lot of messiness going on. A lot of sand to clean off
And much as a surfboard, you can't always get all the sand off.
No, you have to use a lot of towels. You know.
I see where you're going with that. Right.
to get this.
So you're saying in Turkey there's going to be all kinds of new problems now?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think they had any problems before.
I don't think they did either. But I think most of these people are going to... I guess if you never have taken paper and wiped your ass, it's a foreign concept to you.
Yeah, but isn't there a thing like the hand you shake with, like when you shake hands with somebody from Islamic or Middle Eastern cultures, I think the hand you shake with has something to do with that.
What do you mean?
Like
you have to wipe with the other?
Yeah, like one hand is your
no fucking way.
Wipe hand.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Do you wipe right-handed?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried wiping left-handed?
It just doesn't work.
It's fucking horrible.
Well, it's those people
the fucking worst, dude.
But I'm just saying that that may be a thing. I mean, don't quote me on that.
Like,
but
I broke my wrist.
I heard that one
time, and so I had a cast, and it wasn't good, and I had to wipe left-handed. It's near impossible. You might as well put a towel on the floor and just fucking rub your ass on it like a dog. Because, like, seriously, I don't think my ass was really that clean for 6 weeks.
Man.
Like, maybe in the shower, you know, you get a good clean, but you take a shit after the shower, you just ruin the shower.
Yeah, you ruin the whole day.
You're not 100% clean, I guarantee it. Try it tonight, or whenever you take a shit next.
Sure.
I don't know how regular you are, but try left wiping.
Yeah, I don't know if that would throw me or not.
It's not a thing. Now, again, maybe these people are used to it, so it's not a thing to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would certainly lose in a left-handed ass wiping competition. I wouldn't.
If there was a number of asses that had
I wouldn't even place. You kidding? People would make fun of me, like, you can't wipe lefty.
What's he doing in this contest?
Yeah, it's not a good thing. But yeah, they may not, like I said, because if they're not used to it, they're like, ew, why would I wipe my ass with paper? I got a bidet, it cleans your ass.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never used a bidet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I never used a bidet.
I would feel after that. But it's a popular thing.
There'd have to be pressure.
It's a popular thing.
Nice warm water.
Although, yeah, the house when we first moved into it down here, it had you know the like on the side of your sink, how you have the spray thing to like get all the stuff off the dishes. That was hooked up to the toilet next to the toilet.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I would love something like that.
It's a controllable.
You know, that's.
Yeah, that hose, and well, there was old people live there, so.
You gotta hose them down a lot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, there was.
They can't even wipe right. Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you ever wiped your ass with?
Never wiped my ass with.
Did you ever use a squirrel or anything?
No. I don't know. I don't even think I've ever used a leaf.
No, you never used it?
Yeah.
That, I guess that's it for me. I know I had to go in the woods one time. I was hunting. And I had to shit real bad. And, like, I wasn't going to be able to hold it, right? So I'm like, God damn it. Like, what do I do? Because normally, if you do, they even tell you, like, in hunting class or safety class or whatever you got to go to, like, dig a hole, shit, and then cover it back up. Right? I'm like, I don't feel like fucking doing all that shit. So I look over, and dude, no lie, there was this rock, like, toilet seat high, this giant rock, but it was hollowed out from the top. And It was like a toilet.
It's a perfect poop ride.
It was like Fred Flintstone's toilet. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is fantastic. So I dropped down, I sat on the rock, and I shit right in the rock. And then I was like, shit, what am I going to wipe with, you know? Bunch of leaves, dry leaves, you know, they're starting to dry out. It's like October.
Yeah.
But nah, I wiped my ass with fistfuls of leaves and threw it back in the hole. And
Done and done.
Done. Pulled my drawers back up and kept hunting.
No, I've never been caught in that situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of... Yeah, any other time I've been able to get to toilet paper.
Yeah.
But... I don't know, I guess I was hoping you had some kind of like... The only thing around was a porcupine.
Yeah.
You know, still found that cactus.
No, I've never been caught in that situation.
Alright, well that'll do it for this episode of The Commute. Hey, send us an email. Let us know the strangest thing you had to wipe your ass with at thecommutepodcast@comcast.net. You can also like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, or find us on Twitter @DriverPassenger. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon.